Critting turrets. It is a whole new world in Brotato. Structures can crit and nobody is safe. Did you miss me? I miss me, but I'll be back. Snowball. +1 elemental damage every time you equip an item that increases elemental damage. Well, Good morning, good evening, and of course, good afternoon. It is a great day because we have 4 new characters in Brotato. We have the Vampire, we have the Baby, we have the Technomage, and we have the Vagabond. I am pretty intrigued by this Technomage. We're going to go ahead and hop right on here. This character gets a bonus in attack speed for every elemental damage you have, as well as elemental damage bonus for every structure you have. So it seems to be played as sort of an engineering mage hybrid. So we are going to go ahead and hop right on in with this character, though. Rest assured, we will be testing out the other characters as well. The developers of Brotato did post in their Discord this morning that they are going to be delaying the DLC until October, the Abyssal Terrors DLC. However, we're getting co-op right now as well. Go ahead and take some elemental damage, as well as I believe 14 new items, and I think they said 1 new boss. You may have been wondering, Sean, where the heck have you been? It has been a while since you made a video. Like all good things, I come in small and infrequent doses, so please forgive my tardiness as I do this very much for fun. But I'm excited to have some more fun with some new characters. So this character looks very, very interesting. I love turret-based characters in Brotato. So the fact that this one seems to combine elemental, which is one of my favorite damage types, as well as turrets, which is one of my favorite things. Boy, howdy, does that make me excited. So we're really going to try to get these tasers online. Again, every bit of elemental damage we have increases our turret's attack speed. And every bit of every structure we get increases our elemental damage, with the penalty of not being able to take melee or ranged, with items being 20% more expensive. My instinct, again, I haven't actually played this character yet. You're seeing it live for the first time. We'll do it live, is the old meme from 2009 used to reference. I suspect this character will be pretty strong. I have only just, seen these new items now, sort of just been tinkering for about the past hour. And I am seeing a lot of items that actually affect turret structure attack speed that were not present in the base game. So I definitely think that is something to pay attention to. I guess we'll take a touch of harvesting, as these tasers do have that. Ooh, the icicle. Ooh, elemental damage. What is this, melee? Let's see. Range 400. Oh, it's ranged. An icicle. Okay. Well, I've never seen that before. Let's take this icicle. But you can see we're already at 12 elemental damage with those turrets being up. Okay, this icicle. There we go. This is fun. It is throwing out. Let me look at these weapon properties. So 100% scaling. Oh, plus, yeah, 100% scaling, double critical, knockback, pierces. Okay, so yeah, there you go. An icicle, huh? I guess that kind of makes sense. Ice, elemental, water, all things included. Anyway, so we're really going to try to ramp up this elemental damage to get the most out of these turrets. Again, I think with all the items we've seen, at least initially, that increase the turret's attack speed, that definitely, I think, will make them a little bit more effective into endless mode, where they typically do fall off pretty hard. But going to be maxing turrets and elemental damage and just see where the heck we can go with the Technomage. I mean, that is just such a cool character name. Ooh, more elemental damage. I like. I'm not going to turn down some early speed and armor at that rarity. I do like to see that. Go ahead and round out our weapons here. Notably, mutation, I know this has changed to take away knockback versus speed. I do think knockback is a pretty good stat. I think it's a little bit of an underrated stat, especially if you're doing challenge runs or playing in harder difficulties. But we'll go ahead and pick that up, just because, again, I want to max the elemental damage as much as I can in order to increase my turret attack speed, which is not something I'm really used to doing. Notably, the icicle does not have that support tag, so you're not going to get that harvesting bonus, but that is okay. I'm just sort of watching this icicle as we play with the good old-fashioned tasers. Tasers notably have no knockback in their weapon kit. However, they do in fact slow enemies. So, like, is that kind of the same thing? I suppose so. But really excited to dive into these new characters, these new items, and I'm going to be discovering them live with you during this run. It has been a bit of time since I hopped into Brotato, but boy, my skills don't rust, or at least that's what I tell myself when I try to go to sleep. I guess I'll take a bat for free. Again, not something I'm really going to go after. Do like this attack speed here. Go ahead and upgrade. Really do like that. Don't need any of these. Ice Cube. Enemies take 10% more damage for 3 seconds when they are first hit by elemental damage. Sure, let's play with that. Brand new item, helps elemental damage. I do like to see it. Elemental damage is one of my favorite damage types, and I would say it is one of the weaker damage types in Brotato. A couple characters, Mage notably, really support it. Cyborg, a couple of them, but it can be hard to make elemental damage work on a more normal character unless you are really willing to commit to it. So I'm excited to see a little bit more elemental weapon support, at least initially. Again, I'm seeing these items brand new. Okay, you can see they're kind of getting a white outline. That I think, let's see exactly how this reads. Enemies, okay, perfect. So yeah, I guess that's that white outline we're seeing. Is this enemies taking 10% more damage, which 10% isn't that much more damage, truthfully, until we get to the end of the Brotato version. So we will see how this goes. I'm feeling pretty in control here. We'll take some crit chance, never a bad thing. Do like a taser, don't mind a bag, and absolutely like this medical turret. Again, every structure we get gives us bonus elemental damage, so I'm definitely not afraid to go ahead and pick up those. You know, even if we don't get a ton of offensive elemental damage, getting those turrets up is really, really good. Notably, the healing turret is definitely one of the better items in the game. It's a very good item, oftentimes good on characters that have nothing to do with engineering. And with increased attack speed, that would be really good. I wonder actually if we can see, I'll check after this, but I wonder if turret attack speed is in the secondary statistics folder. But we're doing pretty strong here. I mean, we're already up 18 elemental damage, pretty darn good. By wave 7. How's everyone doing? Have you missed me? I've missed you guys. It has been a while. But I'm back. I'm back for at least 4 more videos, I assure you, as we check out these new characters. I'm actually really intrigued by Baby. That is going to be an odd one. Vampire seems a little janky, and Vagabond, I'm going to have to think about, because I think there's going to be some pretty weird ways you can break that. Keep cranking that range damage. And, you know, I will take a touch of engineering, because I don't think we're actually scaling engineering. We're just scaling attack speed. So something to think about. Go ahead and upgrade the tasers there. Thinking about a pencil, adrenaline, not really my favorite. Little frog, okay. Have enough harvesting where I'm really happy to see a crown. And I will go ahead and take a snake, even though we don't have any burning yet, simply because if we do see a sausage, I'll be glad I had that, kind of get that mage style kit going. So you can see engineering 6. So, you know, we're getting that attack speed bonus, but our engineering is definitely not high enough to really crank the damage from the turrets. So this character is definitely being played more at the moment, just like a mage, that we're getting the elemental bonus off the turrets, which is also okay. But I do think we got plenty of time to break this open, especially with that crown, meaning that relatively early crown should be able to allow us to get some pretty cool items as we head here into wave 8. Doing pretty good. I don't know if we've even taken a hit this run, so... Oh. I didn't do that on purpose. Can't draw it up. Damage does feel like it's dropping just a bit behind here, so get some attack speed up. Our elemental damage is doing a-okay, but do feel like our damage is behind just a little bit. Checking to see if those... Again, we are playing a new patch, so weapons may be a little bit different. Go ahead and get the engineering up as we're going to be going to turrets. Candle's probably decent, but it's sort of like a weak weapon, so I'm not going to take it for the vibes. Don't want to lose engineering here. Do like trees, of course. Love another turret. Thinking about Gummy Berserker. We do have 3 armor, and attack speed is good. These weapons also have very weak range. Recycling Machine, not terrible. We'll go ahead and pass on that for now. We'll definitely upgrade that. Notably, Alien Tongue now gives knockback, which is good, as that was one of the worst items in the game previously. So I'm happy to see that get a bit of a buff, as I'm just like noticing all the slight differences in items, and we sort of think about how they're rebalancing it, which I'm happy to see. So feeling decent about this run again. Not now the woods yet, but I will say feel a little bit behind on our area clear, although we're actually doing better than I thought. My taser's really good at slowing things down, but unless you get a couple sausages, a couple snakes, things like that, they're not exactly amazing clear weapons. So we will worry about that. The one item that would be really, really good, and I'd say obviously makes sense for this character, is the Strange Book, giving us a bonus to engineering based on our elemental damage. So if we could really tie those together, we would be in a good spot. But let us pray to the Brotato gods. Brotato gods, it's been a while since I've played in your realm, but I am here to make amends for my tardiness, and please be good to me. But there we go. Solid run. Feeling okay about that. Alien Worm, you know, for free. We'll go ahead and take that. All good things here with the crown. Happy with a bit of harvesting. We'll go ahead and grab this Alien Tongue just because I think it's a little interesting at the moment. Plasma Sledgehammer. We're a little too far away from that, although that is one of my favorite items. 1 max HP for every permanent 1 armor you have. We're not quite there yet. We'll go and take the compass, even though it's going to cost me some crit. And a couple new items here, which we're going to look at these here. A pile of books, your structures can crit. That is brand new, and that seems fun. So I probably shouldn't have lowered my crit chance if I knew that's what was going to be down the docket. But hey, that's why it's a roguelike, right? You don't know what is going on. As I look at myself just to make sure I am recording. It's been the first time I have done one of these videos in quite some time. So there we go. We can see those pile of books. One of the new items that they've recently added. Your structures can crit. Okay, so now we can't just tank crit as we normally do on engineer. So that is interesting. Changing game mechanics and notably giving us 3 engineering and 3 crit chance. So getting that back up from the compass that we took. So we have some solid engineering now. We're up to 15, not bad, and elemental damage is 21, which is probably a little low given these hits bonuses. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed by the amount of enemies on the map. So it does feel like our clear is dropping behind just a touch. We got plenty of time to make it right. Got a good turret in the shop. Got an incendiary turret as well. Whoa. So I'm gonna sort of sneak around here. All right, so we're definitely gonna be in trouble if we don't get some better clear, because we're definitely falling a touch behind there. Really do love an ally. That's just gonna help everything that we do. And I'll take the max HP as well as the speed. Let's see if we go to secondary. Do I see turret attack speed? I don't. So we're going to kind of have to memorize what that is. Unless I'm missing, I can pay more attention at the game. Anyway, like this incendiary turret, like this taser. Very much like an energy bracelet, especially since our trees can crit. And finally, you see a scared sausage as well as a taser. Sharp tooth, another new item, actually, a new weapon that increases your damage based on the amount of health you're missing. So definitely some cool things you can do with that. Glutton, I think, is going to have a lot of fun with that weapon. So hope to play with that a little bit shortly. So got some couple key upgrades there. We do have a snake as well as that sausage, which means our clear will be just a little bit better. In addition, that will really help on the elites. We are doing a triple elite wave. I know you can't see because that's where my camera's placed, but we have an elite coming up next wave. I feel pretty good about our chances versus the elite. I don't know how I would feel against horde wave, so happy to see that. But I think our single target damage is pretty solid. Also happy we did get that crown, because the main penalty on this character is more expensive items. That will help us handle that. But I do think we're in a pretty good spot here, because we're going to be having turrets that crit. I'm actually trying to look around the map. Okay, I just saw like a 48 down there. So saw those white turrets crit. Hey, critting turrets. It is a whole new world in Brotato. Structures can crit and nobody is safe, not including me. So aliens, you thought you were good beforehand. What are you gonna do now against critting turrets? See, you don't really need any of these. Maybe max HP is decent. Armor's at 2, so I'll go ahead and pick that up. Attack speed, I don't love losing the percent damage, but that's quite good. Don't really care about pumpkin. Don't really need any of these. Nail, weapon damage additionally scales with 20% engineering. That is another new item. This is fun. We'll go ahead and pick that up. Do like that, and I really do like this medical turret. I actually do like this mutation. Again, more elemental damage, and we'll actually pick up that insanity since our turrets can crit. So we'll see. I think our elite damage will be okay. Oh, as I immediately get hit, what can I say? I'm a little bit rusty. Don't judge me too hard. I'm still not as good as dodging these as I am the original 3 elites, but still doing okay. I really think we're gonna be able to crank our elite damage up big time by the time we get to the bosses. I think we're on a good track to do that. So there we go. Managed to do the elite, got hit once. You know what? This is the first elite I've done on video in probably like 5 months, maybe even longer than that. What can I say? So I'd say one measly hit there ain't too bad. Given the circumstances, really getting some interesting things here with that nail. Okay, so now picking up engineering, you know, maybe that's a good hybrid build. Now the nail with the strange book, I wonder how that would work. But anyway, I think we're off to the races. Solid elite kill there. Picked up another turret. That means even more elemental damage. Elemental damage up to a respectable 31. Ain't too shabby. Gonna keep picking up turrets and see where we can take this one. Exoskeleton, love that. Armor, crit, speed, engineering, regen, lifesteal, who cares? Frozen heart. This is new. 8 elemental damage, 5 crit chance. Weapon damage additionally scales with 10% elemental damage. Burning activates 50% slower. Yeah, we're gonna try that. Give me the elemental damage. And you know what? Keep cranking the elemental damage. That's what I like to see. Insanity, because things can crit. Our percent damage is low, which I am aware of. Go ahead and do some combines here. I wonder how this icicle is doing. It's actually out damaging our it looks like, are tasers. So that is something to keep in mind. Even if burning is slower, I still want to pick that up. No recycling machine needed yet. Taser. Sort of thinking about the money, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so that was a solid amount. This does give us negative HP, regen, and lifesteal. So we're back to just healing on the turrets. But between the nail, and I'm noticing these frozen are here, your weapon damage additionally scales. So I'm going to have to do some looking into the mechanics to see exactly how that works, because I wonder if it's off base damage, off your damage bonus, all things I will have to play around with. But hey, the patch just dropped a couple hours ago, so I will have to figure this out together. But man, this character feels relatively powerful so far. You know, got off to a slightly weak start, but I definitely think there are some very, very broken things we can do with this. Plus, the name is like Technomage. I don't know about you, but like that's pretty cool, right? Like, who doesn't want to play with the Technomage? I sure heck do. So yeah, I'm really just interested in this icicle. It's kind of just poking around, piercing people. Is it like a better revolver? You know, is it like a better pistol? Like, I'm still trying to figure out where this fits. Maybe I should try an icicle build, right? Like a frozen build. You know, let it snow, that type of build. Anyway, that could be another video for another day. Wave 13 coming back. Ooh, I love it. Another energy bracelet. Again, our turrets can crit, and we'll keep cranking that engineering. Alien baby, don't want it. Snowball, +1 elemental damage every time you equip an item that increases elemental damage. Well, you get it, snowball. We really need to do the frozen build. Icicle, that's happening. We'll definitely like that. That is good. I wish you would have gotten it in the past. Well, so +1 elemental damage every time you equip an item that increases elemental damage. So this should give us 2 elemental damage, which it does. I'm having fun with my icicles, so let's go ahead and pick it up. Oh, the icicle also scales off engineering. That is the part that I missed. So that makes sense. Okay, we'll worry about that. We'll look at that in a little bit, but okay, that makes a little more sense. I missed that as we go ahead and focus on this dude, which I am handling. I wonder if the elites potentially have their health buffed. I am playing on D5 because there are no other difficulties to me. About 19-second leak kill, not terrible. It is so funny. I just completely missed that the new icicle scales off engineering. That would make sense. However, I still think tasers are probably a little better, but I'm about the icicle now. Icicles and snowballs. I actually wonder how that snowball works with the weapon tag. Actually, I wonder how the snowball works when we pick up a turret. I wonder if that'll give us an additional elemental damage. If so, that's really good. And you can't get... Okay, it is unique. I was like, if you could pick up multiple snowballs, that would snowball extra hard. See what I did there? That, my friends, is good quality humor. As we're, I think, well positioned to have a pretty strong run here. Defense is a little weak, but when you're god at dodging like I am, don't need to worry about that. Or am I? Something like that. Mammoth, not we're doing this run. A little disappointing. Don't hate some more speed. Upgrade that taser. So that tag, we already have it, so it didn't increase. Do like a mutation. Again, hate losing that much knockback. So I'll go ahead and grab an alien tongue. A coil, +5 knockback. 1% damage for every 1 knockback you have, which we are currently negative. So here's the thing. We're going to grab a turret. Is this going to give us 3 with the snowball? It looks like it does not. So every time you equip an item, so it does not work off this kit. The coil, that is interesting. Again, we're at negative knockback, so not going to pick it up here. But interesting to see knockback scaling. Definitely some cool things we can potentially do with that. And the icicle, okay, the piercing is still 1 as we upgrade it, so it doesn't continue to pierce. Something to keep in mind. But hey, the icicle is doing good damage. Elemental damage is skyrocketing. We're at 50, which is pretty good. And I'm feeling pretty solid about where this build is headed. As we're looking at some of these cool new items, I think I ran the patch notes. There's only 14 new items that have been added, but it seems like we're seeing a lot of them. At this time. Engineering a solid 26, so we're going to be getting a bit of help from those turrets, although we're going to have to rely, especially on the bosses and elites, with our elemental damage. But I'm not too worried about that. Are only getting healing from the elemental turrets, so just something to keep in mind. I did see a crit there for 258. Not too shabby. Didn't quite go all into the crown, but we are getting some benefit from it here. We are at 91 engineering with very minimal, or 91 harvesting. So feeling pretty solid here. I guess take the max HP. Do want the turret again, keep getting the elemental damage high. Warrior's helmet, give us a lot of survivability, so I'm pretty happy with that. Keep getting this taser up, and then again, this should give us 5, which it does off the snowball. 1 max HP for every 1 armor you have. We kind of have a couple fun armor things going on, but I just honestly don't think it's necessary. So we'll go ahead and pass on that. I think, you know, our defense is a-okay. Maybe we want a little bit of life steal, but I'm happy with 10 armor going to the bosses. That's about what I need. I mean, I think for me, when I head to those last two bosses, if I have good enough offense, I'm happy with 10 armor and 50 health. That's sort of, if I'm below that, I feel a little shaky. I mean, if we can get more, great, but I am okay with that. We'll go ahead and swap hands here because that's how confident I feel. I drink a little bit of coffee as I get started here in the morning, my time, which is probably the evening, your time, if you are in Europe, of which about 40% of my viewers are. So hello to all my European viewers. I think we're sailing from this point. I feel pretty good. Damage is super high. We'll continue to see that elemental damage scale. I am loving that new snowball item. What a cool item. I love sort of meta progression stats within a run here in Brotato. Oh, as I immediately walk right into the enemies. So we want to avoid doing that in the future, but having some good damage here. Clockwork, 10% structure attack speed and 5% speed. Yeah, that seems good to me. Our attack speed feels a little low. What is our attack speed? 30. Crit chance is also quite good. I'll actually grab that attack speed. That just does feel low to me. Peaceful Beat. We're not going melee or range. In fact, we can't because of our kit, so I will take that. It's pure upside. Don't really see an upgrade I love here for the taser, so we'll pass on that. Wandering Bot, not terrible. Do like the Scared Sausage and another Peaceful Bee. Go ahead and get that Icicle upgraded because Icicles are fun. Love a bandana. Love the taser. I think we're going to be sailing after this. That bandana, very good item. One of the better items in the game in Brotato, and I don't expect that to have changed. So once we get that going with these tasers, I think we're going to be just zooming. Would have loved to potentially get some more turrets going, but we got time. Remember, every turret we pick up is more elemental damage. Although again, I'm a little saddened that it doesn't work with the snowball, but I think we put a solid kit together here. I think we play the character as is intended to be played, and this is literally the very first time I've done this. I did not practice this. I just unlocked the character so I could show them to you, my dear viewers, and we went straight into the action, right? So you can see it live with me. Really liking how the structure attack speed though. That Clockwork Wasp, or whatever, what's it called? Clockwork Wasp, yeah. It's like Clockwork Orange, Clockwork Wasp. Anyway, what is the difference? So feeling pretty solid about this. Did take a spot of damage there, but that is how it goes. Clear is going to be very good once we pick up that bandana. For free, love it, Tyler. It'll be Tyler now scales with elemental damage, which is good because that item did need a buff. So do you like the bandana? We'll go ahead and combine for a taser. Don't really need the bean teacher. Range, not great. Our percent damage is actually quite poor. So I do want to get that upgrade. Anyway, we should be able to take this lead out, I think, pretty quickly. Oh, as I immediately get hit. But that is how it goes. We'll go ahead and heal off my lovely turrets. So a touch rusty there, but hey, nice and clean elite kill, more or less. Did you miss me? I miss me, but I'll be back, at least for a little bit. Will I be back forever? Time will tell. Okay, so excited to get this legendary Icicle. See how that scales. Pretty clean kill there. No complaints. Things are definitely coming together. The solid 61 elemental damage. So we're not like some crazy 100 like we've gotten to with Mage, but definitely think it's possible with the right roll. Turrets do seem to be contributing somewhat meaningfully. Would love like an incendiary, or sorry, a rocket turret or something like that, but right now feeling a-okay. I am glad it looks like they buffed Tyler, so it looks like those projectiles are going much farther out. Tyler was a pretty weak turret, which is disappointing, so happy it now scales off elemental too. Makes it a little more valuable. What did I say? Streamer luck, except I'm not streaming, but there we go. Needed that explosive turret. Now 150% scaling, which I love to see. Thinking about the engineering, but we'll take better engineering. So let's go ahead and take this red Icicle. So not increasing the scaling really, but does have 2 piercing, although that is actually because of the bandana. Wisdom, not terrible. I want to get that percent damage positive quite bad. Too late for Peacock, but I do like that campfire just to get the elemental damage. So I think we're in good shape here to do a solid performance against the bosses. Armor is 11, max HP is at 59, about where I like to be. So we're not going to have like a ton of room for error. We don't have a ton of regen, but you know, I'm feeling pretty good about it. I just want to get that damage. Nice night. I did see a crit there for 481. What is the crit modifier on this? So it does go up from 2 to 3 crit modifiers. So that's that big difference there on getting that red Icicle. So we got to do at some point an Icicle snowball build. I mean, that It just has to happen. But I'm feeling pretty good about this. Anyway, if you don't know about me, my name is Sean. I run this little channel here called Sean's Here. I do it for fun. I'm not a full-time YouTube person or creator. I just like making videos, and people seem to enjoy them. So that cycle naturally lends itself to continuing. If you enjoyed this video or potentially enjoy my content, which I describe as cheeky commentary combined with gameplay tips, please go ahead and do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. It means a lot. Is the one thing that keeps me motivated to keep going, as we will certainly be exploring the rest of these new Brotato Characters items, and of course the expansion with a sprinkle of other games which I happen to enjoy, generally roguelikes that are action or top-down oriented. So feeling good about this. Wave 19 tractor, too late for you, buddy. Take some crit chance there. Improved tools, really love that 10% attack speed, increase the attack speed of your structures by 22.5. Attack speed good, campfire good, more elemental damage is good. Too late for dangerous bunny. Fairy not going to help. Maybe terrified onion. Metal detector, don't want to drop the damage. Maybe acid. Snake's not really going to do a whole lot. Hard to say if that is worth it. Potentially could be. Might as well take the blood leech since we don't need the harvest anymore. And of course, that power generator would have really helped with that 28% as well with this charcoal and the clockwork wasp. So would have taken any of these 3 items over the blood leech. But hey, you don't know what's the next shop. That's how it goes. Anyway, wave 20. I think we're going to be in solid shape here. Take these bad boys out. Not amazing healing, but we've got these turrets. And we've got the red icicle, so I feel pretty good about that. Boss 1 has mutated. We have not gotten hit yet, so I am quite pleased about that. Although as soon as I say that, we do get hit. All right. Okay, getting a little bit risky there, but whoa. All right, a little sloppy, but what can I say? I'm rusty. Other than that, nice clean kill. I got our first Technomage run. That was a lot of fun. I'm stoked for new characters. Technomage was a fun one to check out. We'll, of course, be checking out more. Snowball, only getting us 4, but I am trying to break that open at some point. And we got a new weapon, a particle accelerator. Scales off elemental and engineering, so that's basically Technomage's dream. Anyway, a lot of cool more content coming the way. Appreciate you guys, and as always, thanks for watching.